My front gardens, I have lavender. I do make lavender tea. I actually make lavender.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
So here we are with Jessica
drifting through the
Rutan,
wind?
mother, wife, teacher, all around awesome person who is running to be in North Orange County Community College trustee in Orange County. Thank you for joining us today, Jessica.
Thank you, Mark, for this time. I really appreciate it. Beautiful day. And here we are.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Jessica?
Well, I moved to Fullerton when I was 18, and I attended Pacific Christian College, which is now Hope University. Earned my bachelor's of arts there, went over to Cal State Fullerton, got my teaching credential, and actually began teaching quickly. I was hired right away, and my teaching has led me through preschool through college. I've taught all grade levels and have had experience in all grade levels. And I guess that would be my professional. I'm a mother of 4, and I have had some obviously 2 of the boys are stepchildren. So I'm a stepmom, the evil stepmom, I guess, and the mom. And I have quite a zoo. My children, as they grew up, they had animals. So we've got an iguana, 5-foot iguana, chickens, turtles, frogs, birds. We have quite an menagerie here at the house, but I'm busy. I'm just a busy woman doing lots of different things. So
I read in your bio, you put, I enjoy gardening and growing my own teas. Could you take a minute and tell me about that? Is it like growing tomatoes? Anything special with tea?
No, actually, it's just I grow in my front gardens. I have lavender. So I do make lavender tea. I actually make lavender syrup. And if you go into bars and you order certain drinks, they will use the lavender syrup. It's actually quite expensive to buy it, but I make my own. Many of the herbs that I grow I also use medicinally as well as in terms of teas. So basil I'll use for an upset stomach, those kinds of things. Lavender, live citrus trees that I use as well, chamomile, mint, echinacea. I have quite a menagerie of plants that I use.
So what trustee area are you running for, or is it an at-large seat?
I'm running for North Orange County Community College District Trustee Area 6.
Okay, cool.
So that would encompass, there's a small part of La Habra, about half of Fullerton, Anaheim, Placentia, Yorba Linda, and Brea.
Okay. Why are you running for a college school board?
That's kind of an interesting question, but that's something that evolved for me. And that began with my oldest son. When we took custody of the boys, he really wasn't able to go to high school. His mother said that she was homeschooling him, but she really wasn't. And so he had no skills for me to just plop him into high school. So I homeschooled him. But one of the things that I noticed with my son was that he was very capable of taking things apart and putting them back together, and it worked. And in that process, I found a class at Rio Honda and Cypress colleges, and it's called the T10 program. And that program is partnered with Toyota corporate. And so he went into that program, and 2 years later, he graduated. He was a mechanic. He was able to find a job. And I was grateful for that as a parent, that my son, who would have not been able to go to a 4-year college, but that he was able to find a job, and he was able, he's 33. He lives in San Jose. He's a master mechanic, and he makes a very good living at going through this program. So that was where it kind of started for me as a parent, being very grateful for these programs at the community college. Well, me being me, I get bored easily. So when I had free time in the mornings when my kids were at school, I started taking classes over at Fullerton College. And I took horticultural classes and I took photography. I took all kinds of classes and picked up these little AAs along the way. Well, I also do metal artwork. And my person who was doing all of my soldering and all of that was my son, who now lives in San Jose. So I realized, well, I better take welding classes over at the college. So I went in to sign up for the classes, and come to find out they were getting rid of these classes. These classes were going away. And that's when I first kind of became like, what do you mean? Wait a minute. Well, why would these classes? Welding is a good job. These are good vocational jobs. What's happening here? And that was really the beginning for me. And as I began talking with other students that I know, my youngest is my daughter, and talking to her friends, I was just realizing there were not many of these vocational classes that our students can go into and come out and have a job, because
Okay.
not
Well,
everybody needs to go to a 4-year college. So that's really where it started for me, if that makes sense.
yeah, those are all great reasons. I really appreciate your concern for your community and stepping up to volunteer to lead. Um, Moving forward, what are the top 3 issues in North OC Community College that you see?
Well, first, I am concerned the fact that our well, students are maybe starting classes, but they're not finishing. They're dropping out before they even finish up their AA or finish up those first 2 years. We've had a huge decline in students. Right? It throughout the entire college district, we're finding that it's dropped about 35% in applications or people going to the college. So I really want to take a closer look at that. But I also think that ties back into the fact that I really want to take a look at what curriculum and what we're offering these students. I think that we've lost a lot of these really good vocational classes, and they're replacing them with senseless classes from my perspective. And I really want to take a look at that. So for me, those are the 3 things that I really want to take a look at and working on solving this and providing a pathway for young adults and even older adults to take classes and
Oh,
be able to
okay.
find a job for themselves.
So just so I can understand, the top 3 are the students not completing classes,
Mhm.
application rates, and curriculum.
Yes.
Okay. So how much does this job pay?
Well, oh, sorry, got bit. Um, when I was looking at this, it's about $9,400
Say
for
that
the
again. What is it?
$9,400
Oh, per year?
per year,
Oh, so it's basically a volunteer position then.
probably. For the
Yeah.
amount of time I'm going to put into it, I mean, I'm going to be working and studying, and this is a passion of mine. I really, really want to make things better. So it's not going to be just showing up at the meetings. I'm
Okay.
going to be doing a lot of studying and a lot of meeting of people. And so probably that's what my husband says.
What are some of the issues you face getting elected?
I think for myself, it's just getting my name out there. I want people to know who I am. Um, my opponent doesn't even have signs out. We've seen absolutely no movement from his side at all. So other than seeing him with a statement in the ballot, and one other place I've seen where he's written up a statement that goes out for free, uh, I've seen absolutely nothing from him.
Have the political attacks started yet?
None. Nothing. I've seen nothing from him.
That's interesting.
It
Is
is.
okay. Okay, so I think we're coming up on our time. What are some of the ways people get a hold of you? Do you have a website?
I do have a website, and that would be Jessica, the number 4, trustee.com.
Awesome. Well, Jessica's website, learn more about her, is jessica4trustee.com. We could do this all day long. We most certainly have you back on. And there's most certainly a reason why so many people love Jessica Rutan. I encourage you to learn more about her through her website.
Thank
Jessica,
you.
thank you again for coming on. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you for giving me this time. I appreciate it. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
I try to disguise